Stefan, Head of Development. And there's the first car leaving. I actually meant to show exactly this GT3, but you're quite busy today, no?
Yeah, extremely busy. Second day of the industry pool where we do a lot of testing, so that's the best of this site to have a racetrack nearby. And yeah, we use all the time that we have to develop these road cars that we do here. Mainly, of course, we do motorsport development as well, but as you can see, mainly road cars here at the moment.
Yes, and this is exactly why I'm in this specific place of Manthey and Manthey Racing, because this is a huge field of many garages,
Yeah.
but this is like where it really starts out when it gets to development, specifically for street cars as well.
Exactly.
So first question, how many kits do you have right now?
We started with the 991.1 GT3 RS with small changes, a different rear wing, some car nuts on the front, suspension, and the content of the kits grows from model to model. And if we step over the different models in the different generations, we now end up at the moment at the GT3 RS, which is a huge challenge to improve that car. Yep.
The GT3 also comes with re-axle steering, so do you have to work with that as well? Do you have to think along when you have such a car?
We had to think about it, but we don't touch the serial setup. So we find a setup which is working together with all these systems, with the active aerodynamics, with the rear axle steering, with the active differential. There's an active differential which can be adjusted on the steering wheel by the driver. So, and we have somehow deal with all the systems, but improve it as a whole. So one additional part, instead of having a ducktail spoiler here, is the diffuser, where we put a lot of effort in by increasing the length of these carbon fins. The body is the standard one, but the fins are made from carbon, and we improved them regarding the lengths to get it more efficient and increase the flow. Keep it on the safe side. Don't go too crazy with the aerodynamic part, because it has to look nice.
Is there anything else looking nice on this car besides the car itself?
Something which we are really proud of, the wheel we did for the GT3. We have it here mounted on the front. So,
very open design, huh?
Yeah. According to Colin Chapman, nothing beats holes when it comes to weight. Yeah? So, and this design is the result of having extremely high effort on FEM and check where the strength's really needed, and where it's not needed, there's no material. So we opened it as much as possible, and the result is a weight saving of 7.3 kilo for the whole car set.
Yeah, that's a lot still in racing. Yeah.
But on the other hand, we have to say the stiffness of the wheel, and we always talk about camber stiffness. That means how much camber you really get when driving, because of course a wheel is elastic somehow, and it bends under high side loads. And we achieved to increase the strength as well. So weight less, strength more.
And do you test these ones with aerodynamics as well, or like?
If it comes to aerodynamics on wheels, maybe I can show you the rear where we put some effort in.
Oh, this looks really interesting. You might have seen it beforehand because you're like the professionals. But this is also like a style that tuning people were like stealing from racing, no?
Of course. In the meantime, there are a lot of copies on the market. We started on the 991 GT2 RS to improve the rear side's aerodynamic. So as you maybe can imagine that there is a lot of turning air when the wheel is turning, of course. And that gives a lot of turbulences on the rear side of the car and destroys a little bit of the rear wing's performance. And we've put in the aero disc on, we calm down the flow that we have on the rear side on the car, which on the GT2 RS gives us the opportunity to get the angle of attack, the wing angle, a little bit lower with same performance when putting these on.
So you see this in racing as well in the future?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We saw it in the past because it's not our idea. If you look back to the 962 back in the 80s, they had these front and rear, but front is a little bit difficult because of brake cooling. Okay,
so you went back to old ideas and you put it into the future.
Yeah, of course we are Manthey Racing, and the racing stands for what we are doing normally. And of course there's a lot of experience we have.
Yeah, and you have a lot of work to do today, so I'm no longer holding you back from your actual job.